this is getting absolutely out of hand. Everything going on with Jonathan Majors over the last 2 months has been, well, rather depressing if you really think about it. A rising star, somebody who had broken onto the scene and literally stolen just every scene that he was in, and whether it was Loki, Creed 3, Lovecraft Country, whatever it was, he was phenomenal in. But now it seems like his major role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is at stake here. So, this is coming from Screen Geek. Marvel reportedly preparing for potential recast of Jonathan Majors' Kang. Fans have been wondering if Marvel Studios would continue to work with Jonathan Majors after the actor faced several, not just one, but several assault charges. Now it looks like Marvel has reportedly begun preparations to recast Majors depending on the situation. As shared via Cosmic Circus, the report that Majors will continue to appear in the second season of Loki. The actor already shot his scenes for the series in which he will once again play several variants of Kang the Conqueror. However, depending on his current legal situation, they may recast the actor for his following MCU appearances. And here's what they were able to share. Noting that both Marvel and Disney are closely monitoring the case. Given the nature of the allegations, Marvel and Disney are closely monitoring the case before making any official decision. However, according to sources familiar with the situation, Marvel has already started preparations if push comes to shove and the need arises to recast Kang the Conqueror. Now, obviously, we should take these reports with a grain of salt because we have no idea what the plan is. We really do hope that Jonathan Majors is actually innocent here. Not that he's proven innocent, but that he is 100% undoubtedly innocent, and that the courts will justify this, that he is innocent. So could he be recast? And there's a lot of people talking about the man who played the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that he should be the one to replace him. There's been talks of anybody, and that's the crazy thing. Because of variants and all that stuff, you can almost get away with that, luckily, with this particular character. But it's just unfortunate because Jonathan Majors is such a damn good actor, and it's I hope it's not true. I hope he is completely innocent. I hope that it's just people trying to take advantage of him. But then again, I don't want him to get away with it if he is actually guilty of these charges and these accusations, because that is an issue, and that's an issue that's been going on for quite some time. And unfortunately, we saw similar things happen over at Warner Brothers with Ezra Miller, and all these accusations came out, all these allegations were out there, court cases, all that jazz, and Warner Brothers never truly came out and said, we're monitoring the situation, we're closely watching, we understand this is a sticky situation, blah, 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 what have you. Warner Brothers never did that. So I think Disney needs to learn from that. Marvel Studios needs to learn from that and come out and actually make a comment on it. Sometimes just ignoring it isn't the best. They need to come out and say, look, we understand what's going on. Jonathan Majors shot his scenes for Loki Season 2. We will be continuing utilizing him in that series for Season 2. But we are monitoring the situation closely and will adjust if need be. That's all you do. The scary part is Jonathan Majors' PR team and management team have all left him after these allegations. And that doesn't yell innocence. But maybe they were just a little scared. Maybe there was something in their contract that said, look, if this kind of stuff pops up, we can get out of here. Who knows? But regardless, if Jonathan Majors starts putting together a new PR team, a management team, they're going to want certainties where his career is headed with Marvel Studios. And I think Marvel needs to come out now and publicly state, look, we know there's a situation. We're monitoring it. we can't make any decisions until we know exactly what is going on. I love the ads on here. It's showing just a bunch of women in bras. But yeah, I mean, I think it's absolutely absurd. I think it's time that studios need to come out and speak on this stuff. It's becoming far too frequent that issues are popping up and studios just ignore it. And I think they need to stop ignoring it. I think they need to speak out, because maybe it'll help deter these actors from doing things that they shouldn't be doing if they know that the studios will turn on them. You know, you take a look at but everybody's afraid, because you take a look at what happened with Johnny Depp. You take a look at what happened with James Gunn. You take a look at what happened with so many people in the spotlight over the last 5 to 10 years. And it all comes down to, do we make the right or wrong decision? And if there is a time to finally, just as a consensus, as studios in Hollywood, come to a consensus that say, look, we need to have a plan if this happens, and just leave it at that. And basically, somebody gets, if there's a court case coming up, if there's allegations against you, you come out and publicly say, we're watching it closely. You don't fire them right away, because that isn't always the right thing to do. Now, I get that sometimes productions need to move forward, as the case with the Fantastic Beasts series and Johnny Depp. They needed to move forward with that. But sometimes you have time. You need to just wait. And I think the studios need to be a little more upfront about that. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I think that there's a high possibility that Jonathan Majors gets recast. I think we're going to see a new Kang being introduced probably very soon. I mean, Kang Dynasty is probably due to start shooting within the next 6 to 8 months. So that's going to be something that needs to be figured out quickly, what they're doing. But then they also have to figure out a way to explain why there is a different actor in the role. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think they should do if these allegations happen to be true and Jonathan Majors is guilty? But just let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. It's a sticky situation for sure. But let me know your thoughts. With all that said, I'll talk to all of you later.